My main focus is about man and nature working together. It all happens from going to the quarry, and I'll get inspired by just finding the stone. It takes diamonds to cut it. I'm a builder, I'm an architect, I'm an engineer, all rolled into one, and an artist. A lot of the stones that I brought in, I go to the quarry and pick out some of the stones. I don't bring the whole quarry with me, but I pick out some of the stones because something about that stone that I like. The texture, the veins in it, the size of the quartz, the size of the granite. Sometimes there's a huge piece that I can have quarried out. And so I bring them home, and then I look at them, and I will walk by a piece one day, and I'll just know that if I take this corner off, or I split it down the middle, or I round this edge, or polish this side, it will start a process. I have a lot of help when I do these things because everything that you do in granite is very, very slow. So if I say, make a mark on a piece of granite, and I say, let's round this off, that might take 2 weeks. Instead of being here and working on this piece for 2 weeks, I have help. It helps make that round, and when I come back, I look at it and see if it's exactly what I wanted, and if it's not what I envisioned, I can run my hands over it and look at it, and I can say, change this, or make this more round this off more here. And then I go through this looking at it, and then when I look at it, it's a whole new different piece. And so maybe I get the next idea. So now let's do that to the other side, or let's flip it over and polish it, or let's tear it down the middle. It's always just one step to do on a stone. And then when I come back, then it's a whole nother piece. I just keep doing that till one time I come back and I say, oh, let's flip it upside down, cut the bottom and stand it up, and I think it's finished. There is no plan. It just evolves. One thing leads to another, and then at some point you feel like if you keep going, you're going to go too far, and you strike a happy medium, where you feel comfortable with a piece. We use granite diamond saws that have over 3-foot blades on them, 40-inch blades. Even with that, it's very slow. You go down about 1/8 of an inch at a time. It actually doesn't cut it, it just grinds it off. In school, I tried everything. I actually started out in painting and drawing, and I took my first sculpture class in which I received a B, and before that I'd always gotten A's. I thought, oh my gosh, I better work at this harder, and then ended up trying granite, which to me was the hardest thing I'd ever done in art. I guess it was the challenge of it. I felt like when I was working at that, it was pushing me instead of I was pushing it. Everything about it was hard. You have to go get the granite, and you have to get a trailer or a truck and pull it around, and then you have to unload it. And it's just very physical, demanding, and so hard and unrelentless. It takes diamonds to cut it, and so it was just, I think, the challenge of it.